Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you're here. And guess what? It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge, huge favor and make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you wives that stop by my channel and even the men that watch this channel, because you will either agree or disagree. And let me just tell you, the things that I'm going to talk about tonight is things that I have gotten from men from all over the world. And I do this thing called a male's perspective twice a year. And so if any of you guys want to be a part of my male's perspective, and this is just where I open up the doors and I ask men all of these questions that us women want to know your perspective on. And I am so blessed. So if you are a man that watch my channel and you want to be a part of this year's male's perspective, that is going to be going on in the first part of November of this year, please inbox me and say, I want to be a part of the male's perspective, or comment on this particular video and I will make sure that we get in contact with you. But tonight I want to talk to you about 8 things that your husband might not want you to wear. Yes, 8 things that your husband might not want you to wear as his wife. Okay?
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
And again, I got this from real men from all over the world that have given me their perspective on how we dress as women, okay? The number one thing that most men don't want us to wear are rompers. And I asked the question, why don't you want us to wear rompers? And first of all, it hides your figure and your shape. No matter if you're plus size or really thin, they just said it makes you look like a square sack. That was one of the biggest things that they said. And it reminds them of you being some type of farmer, okay? And then I even had one guy say, reminds me of a little toddler. You put toddlers in rompers, and they don't want their wives looking like a toddler, a square, or a farmer. So that's one of the number one things that men don't like us to wear, okay? And plus, they say it hides our figures, okay? Number 2 is super high heels. This was another one that came up really big. And they said most of the time it's because we can't stay in them. We talk about how our feet are hurting us. So we tend to either lean on them more, we walk slower, or we're complaining the whole entire time we have on these really high heels. And also a lot of men said that even though they could be tall statured, a lot of times it makes us taller than them and it makes them feel some kind of way, right? And I don't know if that is men that are shorter in stature, but most of them said that their biggest complaint about us wearing really high heels is that we can't stay in them and we complain about our feet hurting, okay? Number 3 is really flashy outfits or really flashy jewelry, right? Men love for other men to look at us, but they don't want us to draw attention like, look at me, look at my flashy clothes, look at my big jewelry. All those kind of things to them is kind of a turn off. And they said it just makes men think, oh, she's wanting attention. She's not getting enough attention at home. So look at me kind of moment. Okay. Number 4, really revealing outfits. Too short, too see-through, stuff that shows more than they want us to show. Okay. And they were very clear. They're like, Dr. Gail, we don't mind them wearing skirts that are not all the way to the ground. We don't mind them wearing things that are fitted to their bodies. But when it's really revealing and they can see the crack of your behind, or the shirt is see-through and you're showing your bras, or you wearing no bra and just wearing pasties, those kind of things to them is a big turn off. And it's all about you getting attention outside of the marriage. Okay. And number 5 is really long fingernails. Now, I understand that a lot of the celebrities are wearing these super long nails, but to them, to most ordinary men, it's a turnoff to them because they were saying that when they try to hold your hand, you're always trying to protect them because you don't want them to break your nails. They were saying that it's just not attractive when you put all of these doodads and all this kind of stuff on your nails. All of these things they had to say about our nails. So super long nails was one of the number one things. Then the second thing is when you put all the glitter and all that kind of stuff, they were just saying that is not attractive and not appealing to them. Again, I talked to many men from different age groups, from different walks of life, different economic status, and that was one of the biggest things, really long nails, okay? And number 6 is really baggy clothes that don't have any kind of structure, right? Clothes that make you look frumpy and look older and look not well put together. That was a big thing. They were like, we don't care, at home, they don't need to wear something tight, but we don't want them looking like a big blob sitting somewhere. I ask questions because again, at home, you want to be able to be comfortable or whatever. And there was like, it's not bad to wear a warm up. It's not bad to wear lounge clothes, but why do you have to buy it so big? Because again, men are visual and they want to be able to see your figure in whatever you put on. Not super tight, but just to be able to see some of your curves and those kind of things, okay? And number 7, really tight clothing, right? Something so tight that you can't even move in, right? Something so tight that they said that, it fits you tighter than a glove, right? And a lot of them started laughing because they understood. And they were saying that some women wear stuff so tight that they can't even sit down, or every time they move, they have to tug or pull or ask the question, is my butt showing, or whatever that looks like. And so they're saying really super tight clothing is a turn off for them, and they don't want us wearing those things either. And the last thing, which I was a little shocked about, is all black clothing all the time. And I asked the question, why black clothing is a bother to you guys? And they're like, it just makes you look like you're in mourning all the time. It's not something bright and something happy. It's nothing wrong with wearing a black dress to an elegant thing or an outing, but they were saying some of their wives wear black all the time, just black from head to toe. And it doesn't give them any kind of color, any kind of spark, any kind of anything, okay? So I hope and pray that this teaching helped some wife out there that is struggling or might be perpetuating or wearing some of these things and might be getting in some type of argument with their husband. Just to let you know, your husband is not the only one that have mentioned some of these things. And again, we as women can choose to wear what we want to wear, but if you want to be pleasing and appealing to your husband, sometimes just ask him, is the way I'm dressing, is it appealing to you? Is it sexy to you? All of those kind of questions we need to ask every now and again, okay? And if they make a comment, why do you have that on? Don't always take it personal. It could be just something hidden under there that you need to express or explore, okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week. But before I go, if you want this video or any of my videos sent to your significant other or someone else, do me a favor, just click the link below and we will take care of it for you. I will see you next week.